So Let's Talk is put on by our uh, district student and parent support team, which is made up of our counselors in the schools, our social workers, our SEL coordinator, our MTSS coordinator, and the district parent liaison, which is who I am, Mr. Ken Williams. So that's this team. It's more of a SEL background, and we cover things like mental health support, the dangers of drugs inside schools, vaping, things of that nature. Um, Depression, anxiety, anger, death and suicide. So that's what this group really focuses on the social emotional support that students need, as well as staff, as well as parents need to exist and have a productive life. So tonight we have a special presentation dealing with one of our community partners, dealing with mental health support that's available for all, for staff, for students, as well as parents. And that's what we're here to talk about tonight. I think the middle school team. So again, if you can just unmute yourself, the team, and say hello to our parents, and then we'll get started.
Hello, Yvonne Wilson, Administrator.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Ms. K, you off mute.
Yep. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Miss Kay. I'm the social worker at the elementary school for grades 3 to 5.
Thank you, Ms. K. And Ms. Wilson, who spoke first, she is the AP school administrator at the middle school.
And I'm Mary Rice. I'm the counselor at the middle school.
Thank you, Ms. Rice. I believe we have another middle school counselor on a call as well. He may be having technical difficulties. That's Mr. Langford. He's the counselor at the middle school. I think it's grades sixth grade and half of seventh grade, I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, all right. So
That's
again, parents,
correct.
at the end of this meeting, if you have any questions about counselors, about the social work, about support your child may need, that we please make sure that this is the hub of the school. Everything flows through this department, and we need to know if your child has any issues or struggling with anything, any challenges, anything happen at home, any situations. We're here to support your child, but we must know about those situations to be able to add an extra layer of support to your child. Ms. Ashby, it's all you.
Good afternoon, families. Good afternoon, CPA families. I am Mrs. Callie Ashby. I'm District Social Emotional Learning Coordinator, and tonight we have Ms. Autumn Bullard, and she is from Care Solace. Care Solace, we've been partnership with Care Solace for almost 2 years now. This is our second school year, and they have been a great deal of support for our staff, for our students, and their families. In case you are not familiar with Care Solace, I tend to put some information about Care Solace in our monthly social emotional learning newsletters. But briefly before Miss Autumn starts, Care Solace is a wraparound behavioral health provider that provides confidentiality supports to your family. So if something is going on that you want extended care for, you can reach out to Care Solace, and they will be the pillar of support um, to provide and bridge that gap to make sure that your student or your families are being covered. And again, that's confidential. If you want to make sure that you're being taken care of. So we don't have to know about it, but Care Solace will definitely be there to support you, and Autumn will share more information about that. Okay? Thank you all.
Thank you, Miss Ashby. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. Thanks for inviting me to this meeting. I'm really excited to be here. I'm going to talk for, 5 or 10 minutes just to share a little bit more about how Care Solace helps you all, helps your children, helps your family. And I do want to take some time if there's any questions after this as well. So if you have questions that come up while I am speaking, feel free to drop them in the chat, or we will take some time at the end and you can go off mute and ask those questions. But as Miss Ashby mentioned, I'm here with Care Solace. A little bit about myself. My name is Autumn. I have been working at Care Solace for a couple of years now. Before I was in this role, I was helping students in crisis at the college level. So, certainly have always found it really important to get folks connected to mental health resources and support. Excuse me. And so that's what I'll be talking about today is just helping you and your family, your loved ones get connected to mental health, substance use treatment, and getting connected to social services, which I'll expand on all of that here as I'm moving through these slides. But today, like I mentioned, we're going to talk about who Care Solace is, how we're going to be able to help your families, how we have been helping your families the last couple of years with this partnership, and then there'll be time for that Q&A. So I know, and I think you all can, I'm just going to admit this person in. I think I have access. Okay. So let's just take a moment here. You know, we are at Care Solace, a care coordination service. So we are helping get you or your loved one connected to mental health and substance use treatment. That care coordination is free. We're helping get you connected, and that's one of the great parts of the partnership. And so I like to just talk about, you know, looking at this slide, we think about a person in need. Maybe that's you, maybe that's your child, maybe that's your family member. When you are in need of support, folks are often navigating some, if not all of these challenges and barriers just to find that one provider that's willing to help them. And that can be really time consuming, that can be taxing. We know as parents, you all are really busy. We know when someone is seeking care, they're often their capacity is already really low. And so Care Solace is here to take on the challenges and barriers. So all you all have to worry about is saying, hey, I could use some help. You get connected to us, and we're going to take it from there. We're going to take on these challenges, these barriers, and we're going to provide you with at least a couple of different resources or providers to match the needs that you might have, that your family member might have. So I mentioned we're a care coordination service. So we're helping get you all connected to mental health treatment, to substance use treatment. And also if you or your family are experiencing any sort of food or shelter insecurity, we can help find community resources to alleviate those stressors. We also help get you all connected to low-cost medical and dental care as well. So everything I'm talking about today, these are the ways we help you all. Remember, this is available to staff as well, but my focus today is going to be on your students and your family members as well. And we help get folks connected through a customized connection. So it's not a one-size-fits-all model. If you all reach out to us to get that confidential support or care, we're going to work to find the best match for you or your loved one, help you get connected to those licensed professionals that will help to diagnose, assess, or provide treatment for you all. And I'm not going to spend too much time here, but we do use an incredible database to help get folks connected. And these are some of the ways that we can help get you or your loved one connected to care. So we help with talk therapy if someone's looking for a therapist. We help you all find a therapist that matches what you are looking for support with. We also help get folks connected whether they have insurance or not. So if they have insurance, we're going to find providers that match that health insurance plan. If you do not have insurance, we will look for low cost and sliding scale options for you. We also help get folks connected to psychiatry, to applied behavior analysis, ABA services. If someone's looking for a medical detox program or a residential inpatient program, we help get folks connected to those. And also if someone's experiencing partial hospitalization, we can help with the aftercare of that. And then, as I mentioned a moment ago, we do also help with getting folks connected to social services. So remember that housing and food assistance can help get folks connected. And then low-cost medical and dental care as well. So what I want to focus on mostly today is how you or your loved one can get connected to us. So we have an incredible team called our Care Companions team. These are real folks, our real team working 24/7, 365 days of the year. So if you are needing support day or night, you are able to reach us. You're able to reach a real person who's going to help get you or your loved one connected to care. There's a couple different ways that folks can get connected. The first is your child's school staff can make a direct referral on your behalf. And that is the first way folks can get connected. That is a confidential referral. Again, that's something that your school staff would be able to do. The other way is through CareMatch, which we're going to talk about today. That's going to be my main focus on this call, is where you can reach out to us directly, and also you can search for care on your own. That's another way for you all to get connected. Once you all get connected, we are going to do a brief screening process just to get a better understanding of you, your family member, or your child's needs. And we do offer a client portal. So this is not something you have to engage with, but if you would like to, I do like to talk about what this looks like because it's really, really helpful for people as they are seeking care. You can see this is what it looks like on a phone screen, of course, but the client portal, you'll receive a text or an email link to access it. You don't have to create any sort of login. You can just automatically see your case status, and it will break down where you are in the matching process. So it shows when you move through the screening process. It shows when our care companion team is calling those providers and finding those matches for you or your loved one. And then you can also see where your appointments are booked, because a care companion will help you book your appointment as well. And all of those services are free as part of this partnership. You know, we're going to get you connected to that care. We're going to find the right providers for you or your loved one. And that is a part of the partnership. You can also very easily communicate back and forth with the care companion assigned to your case. So if you ever have questions about the matching process or about an appointment, you can easily communicate back and forth with your care coordinator assigned to the case. So for folks that are looking at the screen right now, you are welcome to scan this QR code. It's going to bring you to the website I'm going to pull up here in a moment. But this is probably one of the easiest ways for you to get care for yourself, for your loved one, for your child. This QR code will bring you to our CareMatch website. It's going to bring you to this website right here. So this is where, if you're seeking out confidential support, or anonymous support, rather, you can use this website. So this website is completely anonymous. It's never tracked back to an individual. So if you or someone in your family is seeking out mental health or substance use treatment and you want to remain anonymous, this is a great option to go to this website. This website, you can easily call, text, or video chat with us. This is the easiest way to get in contact with that care companion team. You can also search for providers here. I'm going to move us through that really quickly just so you can see how easy it is to use. But if you are not wanting school staff to do a direct referral for you, this is a great website to be familiar with. So let's say that you are looking for individual therapy and you want to search for those options on your own. You can go to this website and you can start the search by clicking search providers. I'm going to actually say, again, this is completely anonymous. So this does ask for some basic demographic information, but we are not tracking this back to any individuals. We ask what you are looking for help with. This is broken down by mental health and addictive behaviors. Folks can choose as many options as they need to. We ask what type of treatment someone's looking for. If this is your first time seeking support, or maybe the first time someone in your family is seeking support, you're not really sure the best treatment option, that's completely reasonable. But we would just say, give us a call, send us a text, and we'll help get you connected to the right resources. But if you know what you're,
Excuse me,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I tried to cut you off. What
Yeah.
what does addictive behaviors, what does vaping fall up under?
What was the question?
Speaking of addictive behaviors, what does vaping fall up under?
Yeah, let me go back. So addictive behaviors, that's a really good question. That would go under inhalant.
Oh, there you go. I see it.
Yeah, I kind of zoomed through that part, but yeah, there's some examples under each of those. So that would be under inhalant. Great question.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then, so let's say you're looking for individual therapy, you can share that, but you can also click as many options as you're looking for there. And then I mentioned earlier, whether or not you have insurance, we're still going to get you matched to care. So if you do have specific insurance, you can choose what that plan is in the drop down. Sometimes folks have insurance, they don't want it involved in what they're seeking support around. So self-pay is an option. And if you don't have insurance, our database is going to look for those low cost or sliding scale options for you. And then the final piece of this search process is just putting in your zip code and how far you would be willing to travel for treatment, and if you're interested in a virtual telehealth option or not. You'd click search providers near me. And I like to show this just to show you how easy it is to work with this search process. You'll see the database is starting to work through the looks like, sorry about that. I think someone's stuff went off mute there for a moment. Okay, so we can see based on what I just put in there, there's 36 matches based on what I put in the 8 questions. So this is great to have a list of providers. Like, this is a wonderful place for you all to start. But I always like to say, you know, wonderful thing about the partnership is that you can call us for free and our team will go through this list of providers. They will call them for free on your behalf and find out who is available accepting new clients. They'll book that appointment for you on your behalf. And so if you are using this for yourself or a loved one, I always encourage folks to still get in contact with us. You can share this reference number and it will pull up all these results. And then our care companion team, again, will for free help get you booked with an appointment. So you don't have to make all those calls yourself. Someone else on our team can do that. And then you can also, narrow down the search results further if you're looking for something specific in a provider. Okay, so that is just a brief overview again of that CareMatch website. I'm going to go back to my slides here. Remember, this QR code will bring you to that website. I will share these slides out with some additional resources with staff after this that they can make sure that parents get as well. And then I would just encourage folks to save our number. When we are getting folks connected to care, we will call or text to do that brief screening process. And so if you scan this QR code, it will automatically save our contact information. And then again, this link will bring you to that website I was just at. So these are some of the free resources available to your school community, again, for you, your family members, your children. And I want to take a little bit of time to answer any questions you all may have as well. So I'm gonna turn it over to you all if you have any questions, and I'll check the chat as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Autumn. Parents, at this time, if you have any questions for Autumn, ask about the care silence process, mental health support, addictive behaviors. If you have any questions, you can either put it in the chat. I don't think I see any related to the presentation in the chat, or you can unmute yourself. We believe in being intimate and engaged, so you can definitely come off mute and ask away, or you can ask a question of any of the counselors and social workers on the call as well. So parents, this is your chance to be involved and be engaged if you have anything that you'd like to ask.
Yeah,
That's a question for you, Autumn.
Asking how long does treatment last? That's a great question. You know, there's no one answer to that. It's if, let's say, someone's getting connected to individual therapy, they can be in that therapy as long as they need to. We're just going to help get them connected to that therapist. And so it's not for a specific amount of time. It's for however long the individual needs that support for.
Thank you.
And also, I also just want to say the email address up here, if you have questions that come up after you have thought about this or you're thinking about it at a later time, feel free to send me any questions, big or small. I'm happy to answer all questions whenever they come up for you. So don't hesitate to reach out to me after this presentation as well.
All right. So parents, as you can see, Care Silence has a wealth of resources. Even the Autumn, can you talk a little bit more about the social services piece? That's a new piece, I think, the Care Silence in the past couple of months. New opportunity. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mentioned that we do help if your family is experiencing food and or housing insecurity, or if you're looking for some more affordable medical or dental options, we can help get folks connected to those resources. You can call us for access to that, or your school staff can make a direct referral for that as well. But our team will work to find resources in the community, and they'll pull in as many resources as they can just to help alleviate and hopefully eliminate those stressors for your family as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So once again, parents, you can see they have a ton of resources, all virtual. So you can do this from your phone, from your iPad, I mean, your computer. So it's the Carousel is taking out the barrier of having to be in person, having to go into an office originally, but you can start receiving the process of receiving services just all virtually, and then from there you then they'll connect you with somebody that you got to go see. But it's this process starts all virtually, and you can do it straight from your phone for you or your child. They're trying to take the barrier out of the community receiving the service that they need. Anybody else have anything to say from the team?
I
Uh,
just wanted to say to the parents, I'm at the elementary school, and if there's anything I can do after this presentation, please do not hesitate to contact me. You can call the office at the elementary school and they will reach out to me.
all right.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll just say one final thing. You know, if you're going to take anything from my talking today, if you or your loved one is ever curious about getting support or feels like they need support, just reach out to us. We're going to help in whatever ways we can, and we'll get you connected to resources, providers, whatever it is that you're going to need. And so if you're ever unsure about reaching out, just give us a call. We're here to support you all.
Thank you so much, Autumn. And again, parents, we're not trying to be nosy. Yeah, we're not trying to be nosy at all and get in your business, but we do need to get in your business when it comes to supporting your child. And if there's something going on with you and the child at home, then we're a family. We're a team. So it's all about coming together, working together. And we love to do a what they call a warm handoff with Care Solid. So as this case said, parents, if there's a support in the elementary, middle, and high school. And once you reach out to the counselors and social workers, they will connect you with Care Solace to do the warm handoff to make sure that you or your child is receiving services. But we want to be a part of that process, and we'll know. And we can also confidentiality let the staff know, teachers know what's actually going on with a child, so we can be just to be a little bit more aware, little more attentive of what's going on to make sure that the child is getting the support they need at school and as well as at home. So again, any question you can think of or situation, please reach out to our counselors, social workers, and they'll reach out to Care Solid and get you with the right people to support you in your time of need. If there's
Yeah.
no other questions, no other comment, is Rice, you trying to say something? Or you on mute? Okay, no problem. If anybody else from the team has anything to say, if not, we will let the parents go early tonight. They saved 30 minutes. Thank you so much, Autumn, for coming in from Care Solid. We appreciate you guys' support, your community partnership with Channel Park Academy, and how you support our students, parents, and staff.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks everyone.
everyone.
Please email me if you have any questions.
Yes, you see Autumn's email address on the screen. Please screenshot that or write that down. And we look forward to seeing everybody at the next parent as part of the network meeting, which is March 18th. Is that what I said? March. Yes, March 18th at 5:30, talking about testing. Thank you again, Autumn. Appreciate you guys coming for tonight. Thank you, parents, for coming tonight. Please make sure that you put your child's name and grade in the chat so we can have documentation of that. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Maxwell. Thanks for coming.